Hey everybody, welcome to your live training where we discuss how we can step fully into who God created us to be. That's our identity, where we can do life intentionally on purpose so that we can actually fulfill that God-given destiny that we have. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit. I want to take a little bit of our time to answer my most asked question. And it's so funny. We're up over 800 members now and growing on a daily basis. And the one most common thing I hear from anybody in my inbox is, hey, what do you do? What actually do you do? So I want to just take a minute. I hope you'll listen because there's value for you even in the training today. But at the same time, I'm going to answer that specific question. So join me. Here is your invitation to go on a hiking adventure. This is not for the faint of hearted. It is for people who are trailblazers, for pioneers, who are ambitious Christians that really want to impact the world around them. Listen, what if you could do life with an intention and a purpose? What if you could pursue your dreams without self-sabotaging, quitting, letting things stop you? And what if you really could hear God for your own life and be confident in knowing His voice and what He's saying to you? What if you could ditch procrastination and be on the cutting edge of your field of expertise? Like, what if you were flowing in that river of grace that God has put on your life? What if you had a crystal clear direction that you can be certain of your steps, where you can have a confident yes and a confident no when you're asked of things? What if you could learn to dream again? What if you had a lot less hustle and a lot more fun? What if you could embrace that life of gratitude and love and integrity, passion, humility? What if you could walk through life with wisdom? Listen, you're an ambitious Christian. You have a big vision. You're a trailblazer. You're a pioneer. You're ready. You're always ready, ever ready to take that next big leap forward. But sometimes you're so stuck in confusion, not knowing what the next step is going to be. Here's why. It's because you're so overworked, you don't have time to make a plan. Or do you? Listen, a lot of people that I work with struggle with things like this. You want to leave an impact, but your life is so busy because everybody is always looking to you for help and everybody is counting on you that you can't even seem to find time to even make a plan or focus intentionally on those things that you're wanting to do. And a lot of you still can't confidently say, like, I know my purpose, I know who I am, and I know why God put me on this earth. You live in this tension of, like, you can envision what's ahead of you, but there's this painful, like, tension of, have I missed it? And having to go through the process and the time it takes to get there. Like, shouldn't I be there by now? Or you're up at night thinking about the legacy that you want to create, the life you want to lead. Sometimes you're like, I can totally hear God's voice, but it's like you lose confidence, right? And you wonder, did I hear Him right? Did He really say that? Listen, the invitation is in front of you today. I see Jesus holding out His hand and inviting you on an adventure. What if you could grab your gear, pick your trail, link arms with an experienced trail guide to take you on an incredible mountain hike that will lead you into the best view of your entire life that you've ever dreamed of? I want to introduce you to that. So I want you to dream with me just for a second. Go into that imagination realm. See what it could and should and what you want it to be for just a moment. So we're going to go on a mountain hike today. Think about the tallest peak, the highest trail, and what the views might be like at the top. First, get your trail guide. Get your trail map. That way you make it to the top without waylaying and running off to the side, right? so you know your path and you don't get off trail by accident. Listen, that's me. That's what I do. I'm the trail guide. I am a certified leadership coach. I'm a trainer, an ordained minister, and a conference speaker. I love to help ambitious Christians like yourself that have been given a big vision to uncover what might be holding you back, the fears that you might have around stepping fully into your authentic self in business, in ministry, and in relationships, and in your health. And being at peace with the plan and purpose God has for you. That's what I do. Arrow's Edge is the culmination of 25 years in a ministry environment and 10 years of coaching people just like you. So here's the thing. Let's get ready. Let's go on the adventure. I can't wait to be your guide, to walk you through, to see you get to that mountaintop destination. So here's what to expect on your journey, right? You have to know what you're getting into. So first, you start at the trail map and you look for that little symbol that says you are here. It gives you an idea of where you're at right now. And so that's what we do in the main areas of life. Like we look at your life map and we take a look to see where you're at right now with your relationships, with God, with yourself, with others. We look at other major areas of your life like health and finance and fitness. And you know what? I'm never going to stop talking about this. As a recovering workaholic, we have to talk about where you're at on fun. More about that later. We have to get your bearings, see where you are on the map, get a real authentic deep dive look at that so that we can find out together what's been holding you back, and we'll create a step-by-step plan for your journey up to that beautiful mountaintop destination. I want to see you obtain your greatest future. So what's next? You've got your trail guide. You've got your map. You know you are here now. You know where you are going and you know what you want to see on the way, right? So you got to get geared up before you head out to that trailhead, right? I know that if I go out on a trail and I do not have the right gear, it can make my hike miserable. For instance, last week I took a hike, didn't know it was going to rain, didn't wear my waterproof shoes. Now, normally I'm happy to throw on my rain jacket, dance in the rain, and head out on that hiking adventure anyhow. But this time I didn't have the right shoes on and I didn't have a spare pair. And guess what happens? If you don't have the right gear, you end up having the consequences of wet, soppy feet and uncomfortable and all the things that come with that. So we got to have the right gear. We need your hiking poles, your backpack, your food, your drink, your rain jacket. All of this will be crucial to your life. So you'll want to be prepared so you can get through any obstacle or challenge along the way. Great news. Here I am. Your trail guide has an experienced and fulfilled backpack for you to grab from on the way. So listen, I get to help carry that weight for you and with you. I can help you carry your gear so it doesn't weigh you down along the way. Think about this. Now your pack will be light. You'll be able to sail through those adventures because you got somebody helping you along the way. So let's take a peek into what my backpack holds. So let's head out on the backpack I have a signature ECE backpack. And I want to explain it to you for just a minute because when people look at me, they're like, who are you? What is it like to go on this adventure with you? And I tell you, I'm quite a hybrid. I'm a unique one. And I do things very differently than any other coach I've ever run into. Mostly because I'm not only a coach. So listen, I have this ECE pack. It's the backpack and you want to go in and you want to get the gear that will help you along the way to that mountaintop adventure as you climbed into that elevation. So the first one is E, encounter. I want to provide for you an experience devoid of roadblocks so that you can have a true, authentic relationship and a true, authentic encounter with God. You will learn to hear God's voice for yourself and be confident that you heard correctly. You will have encounters with him that include his voice along the journey. Number 2, so we got encounter. Number 2 is C, E-C-E. C is connect. You will experience intentionality in relationship. I'm all about authenticity. I'm all about being true to who I am and true to others, right? Relationship is everything, and I will commit to producing an environment that's conducive to relationship, where there's actual friendship, where I check in with you between meetings, and where we have communication back and forth. There will be check-ins, encouragement, and prayer. Number 3, so we got E, encounter, C, connect, and E, equip. I plan to equip you for victory through leadership coaching, prophetic ministry, prophetic activation, and inner healing processes. That's my hybrid self, all of which I'm certified in and skilled in, and I can't wait to journey with you. You will have personal accountability and a step-by-step plan to continually rise to every challenge that comes your way. Now here's the fun. Okay, so we've set out on the destination. We've gotten our trail map. We've figured out the you are here part. We've made a plan to walk the trail all the way up to the elevation to see that destination. And in the meantime, we've grabbed our backpack. We've grabbed our poles. We've grabbed everything we need. And your trail guide carries a whole bunch of tools that will help you get through any obstacle that might occur along the way. So let me tell you this real quick. Here's the destination. Here's where you're going. Listen, everybody should get to see the unbelievable view at the top of a mountain. I have been there, and I'll tell you what, in November, I plan to show you. I plan to actually show you as I climb 2 different mountain peaks. I cannot wait to show you. But for now, just know I have been there. I have seen this. Everyone should get to see the unbelievable views at the mountaintop when they get done with their hike. You can see for miles. Picture this with me. Picture this, the great view, the great, it's kind of like the Lion King, you've got the dad and Simba, and they're standing, and this is my kingdom. Look at all that there is, right? And that's what God's wanting to do with you, is have you climb to that mountaintop adventure, get smashed through every obstacle along the way, rise to every challenge. And at the top, he has this double rainbow showing you his promises, and you can see miles and miles of his kingdom. Can you see it? Can you see it? I've seen it. Listen, can you hear God right now? I hear him saying, come explore with me. So here's what the destination looks like. It looks like up-leveling, gaining ground, operating your identity. It looks like relationships. Relationships, number 1, relationships. People-pleasing is not your portion. You can give a confident yes and a confident no, and you will not be caught in the crossfire of obligation with overwhelm and distraction anymore. Number 2, so it's relationships and emotional life. You will step into next level wholeness, where you will be congruent with yourself in every area. You will be the same in front of other people and the same when you are alone. Next, physical. You will learn to take care of yourself emotionally and physically, and your health will follow. Emotional strength will follow in decisive action towards physical health. And lastly, spiritual. Not least, but last. When you learn to really hear Jesus and be confident in knowing his voice, you are no longer speculating. You know him because you are talking with him. You won't be saying things like, did he really say that? Nevermore. I had an encounter with God. I know what he is saying. Listen, there are so many dreams that are left in graveyards, and this time it will not be yours. So that's what we do. Get to the mountaintop destination where you can see all of God's promises for you. You have a plan and a journey to walk out, and you can see his kingdom blessings for miles and miles and miles and miles. You can't afford to wait for this. So let's just take a moment. Let me answer a couple of the most common questions or frequently asked questions. Why do I need a coach? Hey, listen, everybody needs a coach. In fact, I have several coaches that I work with, and they have absolutely helped to transform my life so that, listen, I will not get into that place where I'm just fighting the fires in front of me, knocking away at whatever challenge is in front of me, but I can be purposeful about my life and watch it grow into fruition. And it's like this. It's like sometimes you need someone else, a professional who's not too close to the situation itself. Sometimes our family and friends are just too close to the situation to really see clearly. So we're here to encourage discovery, identify your blind spots, and support you into taking action. That is what we're here for. So the next thing I hear is, I really want a coach, but man, how do I afford coaching right now? Well, listen, billionaire investor Warren Buffett says, listen to this, you can't be taxed, and even inflation cannot take it away from you. Ultimately, there's one investment that supersedes all others. Invest in yourself. Successful people don't leave their progress up to chance. They grab it by the horns. Well said. And one more thing about money. I just want to tell you my story. I needed $10,000 and I needed help to learn how to start this business. I knew I couldn't do it on my own. I'm a great coach. I know what I'm doing in that realm, but as far as all the things that go with it in the building business, I didn't know. And I needed $10,000, and at the time, I was making $600 a month, and I needed $10,000. But I knew this was the thing I needed to do. I needed a coach. I needed to work through a specific area of my life. And so I just asked Jesus for it. And I want to invite you in because, see, listen, you are a son or daughter of the Most High King, and you are a friend of Jesus. And he wants to provide for you everything that you need to do what you're called to do. And getting trained, getting equipped, it's like a college class, except it produces far more fruit than one single college class. Think about this. One single college class, average $2,200 for one class. Will that get you to your destination? One class? Probably not. But you invest in yourself into next level wholeness, and it will produce fruit all the way into creating your legacy in the next generations. So I needed this, and I just simply asked Jesus for it. And spontaneously, this is my testimony. Spontaneously, I had two friends walk up to me and say, I believe in you. I believe in your business. Here's $5,000 to get it started. If he'll do it for me, he'll do it for you too. So never let those poverty mindsets keep you back from doing what you're called to do. Jesus can provide. He will provide. I'm not saying being reckless with your finances. I'm not saying do something stupid. I'm saying let's ask Jesus for what we need. Ask him, is this what I need? And then go ahead and take that brave leap into what he has for you. 2 more questions to go. I don't have time for this right now. Oh my goodness. When I hear that, I just laugh because I'm a recovery workaholic. I know what it feels like. I can't do this because listen, I'm fighting the fires every single day. I'm trying to push through and try to figure out everything that I'm facing every day, and I am unable to create a plan and be intentional. Listen, that's actually a symptom that you really do need to work with a coach. A lot of people don't know how much it's actually costing them for not investing in themselves and having a plan. Kind of like, with your health, you can either eat healthy food and pay a little more for the healthy food, or you can pay for the medical bills you need later, right? It's kind of like that. You are more efficient and productive when you've sat down and created a plan and be purposeful. Here's a quote from Yogi Berra. He says, if you don't know where you're going, you will end up someplace else. Yeah. If you don't know where you're going, you will likely end up someplace else. How many dreams have died in the graveyard? With a coach, you'll be focused on now and moving forward, and one small step at a time. You'll be activating your dreams instead of wishing for them. And lastly, I got to get my partner, my spouse in with this. Listen, last question. I want to explain to you. One of the greatest benefits of this life reset is dramatic change in people's households. It's calmer. There's less fighting. Everybody is on board with a plan for progress. People get to go on vacation for the first time in years. Things aren't so chaotic for the kids, and who can really sense when there's something wrong. I think your spouse would be on board with that kind of family shift, wouldn't you? So listen, let's get the edge on life together. With me as your trusty trail guide, carrying the weight in my pack and the tools that you need to get past any obstacle that gets in your way along the journey. We're going to find out where you are now. We're going to find out where you're trying to go, your mountaintop destination, where you can see all of God's kingdom and the amazing things ahead. We're going to get you there with an amazing pack of encounters with God, relationships, connecting with people, and equipping you to go forward in your life. The time is now. Those of us who are visionaries, who have a big vision, who are pioneers for trailblazers like myself, it is always time to have an adventure. So why wait? Come, just message me. Comment below. I would love to hear what you have to say about this dream adventure that will bring you into next level wholeness, next level health, and that'll create a plan for your life that will help you step into your identity, do life intentionally on purpose, and fulfill that God-given destiny. We can do this. And this is what I do. This is what I do. I cheer you on to get you to where you need to go so that you get your mountaintop destination and all the amazing promises God has for you. So I would love to hear from you. If you'd like to hear more, message me, comment below. Tell me what God's saying to you through this hiking trail adventure that we took today. God bless you. I love you guys. It is so good. And I just want to say thank you. It is such an honor to get to do life with you guys in this group. You are amazing adventurers, and I cherish our time together every week. Bless you. Bless your finances. Bless your life. Bless your fitness. I bless your friendship with God.